Cancer, hey there cuties, Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for any placement of Cancer. I am going to speak to you like you're a Cancer sun. But again, any placement and anyone really, any cross watchers, anyone is welcome if you felt called to the title. Some of the story will resonate for you, some of it will not. Just take what does resonate and leave the rest. This is a love reading, and we're going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy. Anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. Just whomever you have on that pretty little Cancerian brain of yours. Alright, babies. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About section of this channel, as well as on my website, which is linked in the Me About section. Oh my god, you guys. It's going to be a rough one. I can feel it already. So I am taking personal readings at this moment. If you can find out more information about that as well in on my website. Alright, let's get at it. Uh-oh, babies, what's going on with you guys? In your energy, we have the Three of Swords. In your person's energy, we do have the Three of Pentacles. But we do have the Temperance card in your potential outcome and the Empress card in your overarching energy. Okay, so this is good news. I feel like we're maybe holding on to something from our past. Not holding on to. We're still healing from, okay? We're not, you know... whatever. I don't think it's, you don't have a focus issue. I just think that, again, oftentimes we think is if we just kind of alleviate the thoughts, like we think of something else, that the heartbreak will go away. That's not how it works. It does need to be healed, which means we need to actually feel it and stop avoiding those thoughts. Interesting stuff coming through already for you. We do have the Ten of Wands as well under here, and I do feel like that has a lot to do with what others are going to think of you, and I think sometimes that is what keeps us in a broken-hearted state of mind. Meaning that if we're having a harder time letting go of something because we're afraid of what others are going to think, it could be a marriage some of you might be breaking up with. That's not going to be for everybody, but now I see the Hierophant here, it really seems that it could be. But what I feel like is saying is that once we kind of do the feeling of the pain from this broken heart, there is something traditional and long-lasting, long-term, sort of like our divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever it is. Alrighty, and I do feel like the Knight of Pentacles is just mentioning that you are doing the diligent work on yourself in order to alleviate or eliminate this sort of feeling the need to appease the world, everyone around you. You can't appease everyone, okay? I talk about that constantly in my readings, but I still feel this desire to make sure that nobody feels offended, nobody feels hurt, you know. You were just going to offend people. People are just going to be offended, and there's nothing that you can do about it as long as you're doing things from your heart and with good intention. That's all you can do in this world, okay? Interesting stuff. We got the Empress in your overarching energy. I just love the Empress card. To me, this really does mean you have come into a space where you are reliant on no one, self-sufficient, nurturing, caring. You could be, feeling very creative at this time, definitely very attractive at this time. You're attracting everything and everyone because you're in a space where you need nothing. So people love to not be needed. Things love to not be needed, okay? For whatever reason, it's just like people feel safe when they know they're not needed. It's almost like it draws an insecurity out of people when they feel needed. So she kind of eliminates the insecurities in everyone around her, okay? That's this connection. It's overarching energy. It's a major arcana, and it's the divine feminine of this whole entire connection. I do feel like you are in the middle of still healing from something in your past with the Three of Swords. But lots of good energy here. Otherwise, your person is in the Three of Pentacles energy, and I don't even know if you have this person in your sights. It is somebody who is going to... everything's just going to flow with this person because you're both in this energy of allowing and accepting. This doesn't mean allowing bad behavior. This means allowing people who don't know how to treat you to get the F on, right? This means allowing people, places, and things to, the things that fit naturally to be and the things that don't to go. We own nothing. I was just having all these downloads come in about just land in general and borders and how humans are so, I'm sorry to get all conspiracy theory out of you, but humans are just so controlling. But that men, women, whomever landed upon some land that they did not create and called it their own is also baffling to me. I'm just like, I can't wrap my head around it, how an entire nations of people got, you know, feel okay about this. And I'm just like, how did this happen? Yeah, maybe some people call me naive. I just have a hard time thinking like other people. But the Temperance card is in your potential outcome. I love that. It's about two elements blending perfectly together in perfect harmony. And this can be your head and your heart. This can be you and them. We'll get more. It just really is about, though things might not be moving quickly because we're taking the time to kind of heal from the things that we need to heal from, so that we come into this connection correctly and healed. It's saying it's not moving quickly, but it's moving correctly. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So the 3 to the 4 swords, I think that's beautiful how that worked out there. So it is about you are in the midst of doing this healing, bringing you into a space where you do have this true love to offer with the Knight of Cups, and you do have the 3 of Swords twice, okay? That's pretty prevalent. That means that the heart is pretty raw, pretty broken right now. And again, 10 of Pentacles coming for you, okay? I promise you that. Like, this is how we get there, is by way of healing from this. These broken hearts might not just be from your last connection. They're probably from a lifelong, all the things that you've endured in this lifetime, and we don't even know we're in pain from those things anymore. So oftentimes what will happen is we'll get a karmic love connection that will draw that pain from within us, so we can actually release the pain. The pain is just stuck in there if we never actually let it go. By letting, releasing, to me, at least by experience, the only ways that I've ever been able to release true emotional pain is by crying. And sometimes I get to the crying point by way of yoga, by way of writing, by way of singing, by way of anything I feel passionate about will draw out that emotion in me, that and give me the ability to release the emotional pain that was trapped inside, okay? So it does look like you're in the midst of doing that with the 4 of Swords, just really trying to connect with Source, with your higher self, Creator, whatever you want to call it, God. And really allow that broken heart to be felt so that you can let it go. Sometimes I literally, I felt you for so long, I will sit and have a conversation with my broken heart. Listen, I know we've been kind of dwelling on this one for some time here, and I'm going to miss you, but I got to let you go now. I have no need for you anymore, okay? Anyways, the High Priestess, I do feel like you're psychically connected at this time, but I'm not shocked by that. You are a Cancerian. All right, we got, and she came out, so she could be dealing with another Cancer, by the way, that isn't sharing their feelings. Very strong Cancer in your person's energy. They have the 3 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. 2 Cancerian cards. The 3 of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. It's about quality work. It's about teamwork. It's about knowing that our best work comes when we can connect fully with another human being and allow each other's the space to be ourselves and add our own individuality to the connection or to the relationship, to the whatever it is, the collaboration of whatever kind. Oftentimes when we get into a collaboration with somebody because we love our way, this is, believe me, I'm coming from experience, this is a thing for me where I've had, well, I know how to do this, so I want to teach them how to do it. No. They can bring something else to the table. They bring their part of the collaboration. I bring mine. And that is the beauty of a collaboration, right? If we were all the same, if 2 people coming into a collaboration worked exactly the same, then might as well just be the one person, the one original person, okay? Weird messages coming through for you guys, but I like it. I do like this person. I feel like they're psychically connected, period. I don't know that it's to you at this time. I think we're always psychically connected to our counterpart. Now, you have the High Priestess, the Empress, which is a major arcana in your overarching energy of this connection. This is a huge connection. I like to say a deep spiritual connection. Could either be a deep spiritual karmic connection in order to heal you, but with the Empress in your overarching energy, I feel like it's a deep spiritual connection that you're coming into after healing from some of your karmic connections, that is here to fulfill purpose together, okay? This person is very psychically connected. They have the 2 most psychic cards in the deck, the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Also very loving, very caring, very nurturing, but with the 7 of Swords here and the High Priestess, both of those to me means withholding information. This withholding something, kind of not, it's like there's an inner knowing here, but there's not, they haven't revealed that to you yet, is what I'm getting right now. will get more. But again, somebody that will love you and nurture you correctly because they've loved and nurtured themselves correctly first. They're following their intuition. They're not allowing things. And you have the Knight of Cups. I don't feel like I talked about that enough. I love the Knight of Cups. You're feeling very, after the broken heart is healed, because again, no matter how romantic we're feeling, and sometimes we even feel almost like over-exaggeratedly romantic when we're brokenhearted because we just want that, we kind of want to be swept off of our feet in order to make that pain go away. The problem is if we get swept off of our feet and start feeling too good too fast, we haven't released the pain yet, right? So releasing the pain does consist of feeling it. After that, it does look like you are in this space where you're ready to wine somebody, dine somebody. You're not looking for that frivolous sort of, just those icky karmic connections where you talk crap about each other when you're not in the same room, or roll your eyes at, a friend of yours while your person isn't looking for a second because you're annoyed with them. Stuff like that. Those kinds of little tiny things that they're just so detrimental. They're so disrespectful. But this is the kind of connection that once again the pains are healed and we're able to share our feelings, this is the kind of connection that that isn't even an option for you guys to treat each other that way, because this is a true loving connection, not one that was sent here to heal you. Could be dealing with a Cancer very strongly, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Aries. We do have the Emperor and the Empress out here. The Empress in your overarching energy, which I love because that's a more nurturing, gentle, kind, powerful energy. And then we do have the Emperor in your outcome. We also have, I feel like this is stating at this time we are, or you maybe in general are holding on to, you both maybe are, because your person's in this space where they're not ready to share feelings. I don't know if you have them in your sights or they're, if they have you in theirs. What I know is that regardless, this person isn't ready to share feelings quite yet. They're doing something, some sort of introspection, really following their intuition. And I think that is all being ironed out in divine time, divine orchestration, whatever you want to call it, because you're in the midst of healing from something that, again, if you bring these heartbreaks, these broken hearts into this connection, this new connection, it will sabotage the connection, okay? So I think everything's being ironed out. You're doing everything correctly. Good for you. Just keep healing yourself and feeling yourself, okay? All the energy is gorgeous with the exception of the 2 broken hearts. And I do think the broken hearts are just signifying, especially since there's 2 of them, that you've had many things that you've had to endure in this lifetime that you have not taken the time to heal from. Because again, we've been taught since we were kids that just time heals all wounds. And that's a big saying. It is the biggest lie that we've ever been told. Time does not heal it. If you do not allow the pain to come to the surface by the way of feeling it, this literally means, yeah, you're going to have a day in bed where you just sit there and cry and do nothing all day. Maybe 9 months. Whatever it is, the pain needs to be felt. And, we've been taught to kind of suck it up, get our shit done, do this, do that. And again, that, as long as we'll do that for 10 years. And by then, all of that will be healed. No, you still avoided feeling that pain. So that pain is still just sitting inside waiting for you to let it out. Let it in. You have to feel it. That's the way to let it out, okay? Temperance card, the Emperor, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. I do feel like because of that, there is this little edginess going on here because we have not quite healed yet. And that will cause a bit of friction, a bit of edginess. When you have, some signs that you have emotional trauma within you that needs to be released are road rage. Road rage is a huge one that, or just if you have a hot temper that, people can get you kind of upset pretty quickly. These are all signs that you have pain inside that is wanting to come to the surface to be felt. But it will come out in anger or rage or irritability, which I'm getting off of this. Irritability is what I'm getting off of the 5 of Wands. And again, it needs to be released. It can come out in the form of anger, but you can also release it in the form of crying or feeling the pain. Either way, the pain is going to be felt. One way, you sit in bed and cry all day. You feel the pain, you release the pain. The other way, you run outside, you don't let the pain out by way of crying in your room, and you scream at 5 people. Now you've actually transferred that pain onto 5 other people. You know what I mean? So it's like there's different ways we can heal, but one of them is going to be the most effective and the least ineffective. That's not what the least harmful. Okay, so the Emperor is about just powerful connection. I think this is a really powerful connection. I think that, again, we're kind of sitting in our own areas, the two people in this connection, doing the healing we need to do, doing the introspection we need to do, really getting grounded, getting connected to our higher self, our own wants, desires, needs. Also really healing any pains from the past, okay? Bringing this connection in, but I think we're having to let go of, or heal from and let go of, release once and for all some pains from our past first. Release is what we got for the card here. It says, you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Yes, you do, by way of releasing them, by way of feeling them. Again, you cannot just hand your pain to the universe on a platter. That is not how this works. We literally have to feel that pain, and however you can do that most suitable. If you have, I mean, this is for people who have pretty severe trauma, some serious emotional pain that they've been holding in and onto, that pain does need to be felt, and that's not fun. Nobody wants to do that, but I will tell you by way of experience, and I only feel comfortable saying this because, again, there were 9 months that I laid in my bed bawling, trying to release this emotional pain, but it didn't feel like I was releasing. It felt like wild depression. And so I didn't know, I just had to have a faith. I kept saying no. I mean, I kept thinking, do I need medication because I cannot move? I can't get out of bed. I'm so sad. And I kept thinking, maybe I need medication. No, my spirit kept saying, no, baby, we just have to feel this. This is just all the pain from your lifetime that you never let come to the surface to feel in order to heal. So some, again, my case was probably pretty extreme. Not everybody suppresses pain like that. A lot of people will let the pain out or be more comfortable with being vulnerable and allowing the pain to come to the surface and heal and release. So that's an extreme case. But what I will tell you is that after feeling the pain, you will feel better. There will be a relief there that you can't really explain. And, that's how you heal, by hurting for a minute. Okay. I love you so much. I will see you guys next week.